thing. In the buzzing heart of Seattle, where coffee shops stay open past midnight and the rain paints silver lines across apartment windows, I once believed I was living the kind of love story people wrote novels about: soft mornings, shared playlists, and the steady warmth of knowing someone chose you every single day. But trust has a fragile echo, and the moment it cracks, you hear every lie that was ever whispered into the dark. My name is Ava Mitchell, a 30-year-old interior designer who thought she had the world figured out when I met Evan Carter, a software engineer with sleepy eyes, a quiet laugh, and a habit of bringing me peppermint mochas after long client meetings. Friends used to joke that Evan was the husband type, the guy who never missed date night, who folded laundry without being asked, who remembered my mother's birthday even when I forgot so. Imagine the irony when the man who seemed incapable of dishonesty became the very reason I learned what betrayal tastes like. It began slowly, subtly, like shadows slipping into a well-lit room. Started coming home late, offering explanations that were a little too polished. Stand-up ran long, server outage, last-minute code review. But in Seattle's tech world, long hours weren't suspicious. Still, something inside me, something primal and intuitive, whispered that the rhythm of our home had shifted. His hugs felt shorter. His phone stayed face down on the table. He laughed at texts he never used to get. And then there was the scent, faint floral, unfamiliar, clinging to his hoodie one rainy Tuesday night. A smell that didn't belong to our home, our detergent, or anything in our life together. Blink. I told myself not to spiral, not to jump to conclusions, but love makes you blind until the truth burns your eyes open. The moment everything broke was one quiet Saturday morning when I woke up before him and noticed his laptop still open on the kitchen counter. The screen glowed with a message preview that froze my breath. "Can T wait to see you tonight? She won't suspect a thing." My hands shook as I opened the chat, and what I found wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a full conversation thread, stretching weeks back between Evan and someone named Lily, filled with inside jokes, late-night confessions, and promises that shredded the reality I thought I was living. The man who once told me I was his safe place was telling another woman she made him feel alive. Betrayal isn't loud. It doesn't always come with slammed doors or raised voices. Sometimes it's quiet, like the soft click of a laptop closing when you hear footsteps, or the subtle shift in someone's tone when they say, "It's not what you think." I confronted him that night, tears mixing with the scent of the roses he had brought me as roses. The same roses he bought weekly without fail. Roses I once thought meant devotion, but now felt like cover-up compensation. He denied everything at first, clinging to half-truths like a man drowning clings to driftwood. But when I read the messages out loud, his face changed. Guilt rolled off him like heat. The worst part wasn't that cheating, it was hearing him say he hadn't been happy for months, that he felt alive with her, that I was too focused on work, as if my ambition justified his betrayal. Love shouldn't punish you for growing. Love shouldn't demand you shrink to fit someone else's insecurities. When love turns into betrayal, it feels like your memories get rewritten, like every moment you treasured becomes a lie retroactively. I left him that same night, storm pounding outside, suitcase in hand, heart cracked open, but leaving didn't end the hurt. It only began the process of rebuilding myself from the ashes of the woman I had been with him. The betrayal became my wake-up call. A painful but necessary reminder that loyalty isn't proven through grand gestures, but through daily choices. And here's where I speak directly to you. If you've ever been betrayed, hurt, lied to, or made to feel like you weren't enough, don't walk away from this story. There's a reason you're hearing it right now. Stay with me, keep watching, because the twist that came later changed everything. And I promise you, what happened next will make you rethink every relationship you've ever been in. So, before you scroll, before you move on, hit subscribe, drop a comment if you've ever had your heart broken, and stay till the end, because the truth I discovered afterward wasn't just shocking, it was life-changing.